best friends are always welcome through your door. But please don't piss us off. Remember, we pay for your floor.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the We Pay For Your... I need to burp. Sorry, right. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the We Pay For Your Floor podcast. My name is Andy.
My name's Phil.
And I'm Sarah.
And joining us again this week is our very special guest.
Thank you.
You think it is Mike, but no, for I ate bananas and I'm now Bananaman.
Yeah.
Wow, that wasn't designed to kill.
No, sorry, I got a message from Lizzie.
I was expecting you to say something there, Andy, to carry things on. How are you doing, Mike? It seems like an age since we last spoke to you.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I mean, since then I've been trying to look into. Well, I don't want to steal her spotlight, but I've been looking into legal recourses for various types of upholstery. I'll just say, and then we'll leave it at that.
Marvellous.
And yeah, just a reminder, this year the We Pay For Your Floor podcast is sponsored, and today's episode is sponsored by Slough. Just leave while you can.
How did we manage that? Why did we manage that?
Why did we manage that?
You've just reminded me that this is a terrible tangent. I do apologize. Do cut it if you want to, but the for some reason it sticks in my mind the terrible end joke from Ali G the movie, which was just like throughout the movie he's trying to protect the land of Staines because that's where he's from, and the happy ending at the end is just Michael Gambon appearing and going, "Don't worry, we're not going to do anything to Staines. We're going to demolish Slough instead." And they all just go, "Yay!"
You get me. Is that the one where he talks to the Queen?
Not that I recall.
Does Ali G have an interview with the Queen?
Anyway, in this week's episode, we will be discussing a mildly inconvenient field of elk.
You could just.
What is an elk?
It's a really big moose.
Oh.
And moose themselves are really big.
Or really
But
big.
before we get into elk and their mildly inconvenient field,
Let's get into your floor, Sarah.
Sarah, how beeth thine floor?
Dead.
Oh,
Dead. And gone. It was a...
Oh,
it was a
just
terrible...
trying to get it out.
There was the letters that I have received from his quote unquote cell mate have been that he has the prison's formal statement is that he has unfortunately passed away in a terrible
Sarah's floor didn't kill himself.
vacuum accident. However, I did receive a carpet shampoo in the post, which leads me to believe he could be alive and has faked his own death in order to escape. But more on this as it unfolds.
Do you reckon your carpet found a spoon and just scraped its way out of the wall?
Well, they did say there was a poster on the wall of I don't know. What would be
Peter Herworth in a carpet.
That's it, yeah. On a rug, on a bearskin rug.
Is a prison carpet just like MFI?
Do they get carpets in prison?
That's a very good question that I
They
don't know the
shouldn't
answer
get
of.
carpets in prison.
Do you know any prisoners we could ask?
No, I don't. Strangely enough.
Are there carpets in a prison? That is a good question.
There you go.
As in, like, on the floor, not as prisoners.
All the carpets that have been incorporated.
I just picture all of being
Yeah,
Being like that
Joseph
school
Fritzl
hall.
was never real. It was just a rug.
Well, you'd think that because you think of all the like fights and everything that happens, you'd think it'd be easy to have like tiles
Yeah.
to get rid of, the blood.
Yeah.
Because I assume that people bleed. So yeah, I would like to know. Can someone Google that? Can we Google it?
I will Google that.
No.
Google it.
Anyway, Mike, you had another game for us.
Oh,
He's
hang on.
Googling if prison cells have carpets right now.
2 seconds. It will bug me forever if I don't look it up. Do prisons have... Well, some of the things people are asking if prisons have. No. Carpet can be pulled up and the individual strands can be used to make ropes.
Whoa.
So that's why there are no carpets in prisons.
Gee, someone had to do that at one point for them to.
Exactly, yeah. Somebody probably hung themselves with like bits of carpet strand, you know?
Jeez, how would? But they're really short, aren't they?
Yeah.
I suppose no. The underlay underneath is quite long, isn't it? Underlay. Wow.
Underlay, riba.
Jesus.
Yes, I have a couple of games left, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys to vote because there's three of you. We can either play Once More Without Feeling, where you have to guess the musical from the lyrics told without any feeling, or Lost in Translation, where I name the foreign title of a movie and you have to guess what it is, and we can discuss.
I want the first one, please.
Yeah,
You want
I'm quite fond of Once More Without Feeling.
Once More Without Feeling, absolutely.
Fair enough. I have a lot of these, so because once I start, I get carried away. So just like the last time, I have 30 in total. So I'll try and keep a score of who gets the most. But last time, Phil is the reigning champion, as you remember from when we did this on my podcast. And Andy wouldn't be mad about that. The maddest thing he is about is just that Phil got the High School Musical one. He did it, he lost. He just didn't want to. I should clarify that because I'm not on a movie podcast, a couple of these are not necessarily musicals that were made into films. So they might be stage musicals or TV shows, but they're all musicals. So
Okay.
and mostly films, if I'm honest. But yeah. So number one then. Are we all ready? Are we sat listening intently? Right.
Children, yes.
Number one. Come on, baby. Show me that you really love me so. Oh, I think I'm going to throw up. Where does the pollen go?
What?
The first bit sounded like something I knew, but then throwing up and pollen has completely thrown me.
Where does the pollen go?
Can you do it
Andy's
again,
either
please?
almost got it and he's thinking intently, or he's just given up.
I have no clue.
It is quite
sounds
tricky.
really
You might know
weird.
the song, but not necessarily this bit.
See, it's that first bit that "Come on, baby, show me that you really love me." So it's ticking something over in my head, but I can't place it.
If I told you the title of the song, I would imagine you'll probably all get it. But I deliberately picked a part that wasn't like, I
Obvious.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the title of the song? Go on.
The title of the song is Reproduction.
Still don't know.
Oh, it's. Oh, fuck! Isn't it right? It's the second Grease, isn't it?
It is the second Grease,
Yes!
otherwise known to
Seen it.
normal people as
Or is it
Grease
just Grease
2.
2?
I'll give you the point for that, Andy, because nobody else got it, so why not? Yeah, it was Grease 2. Did you all not know Grease 2? I thought it was pretty famous, especially that song.
No, never seen it. Is it good?
I think I've only
It's
watched Grease
decent.
2 once, and I
Grease 2-1.
really.
I kind of know it because of school when we did performing arts.
Okay.
Although
There's not that many. It's a decent enough movie, but there's no memorable songs like the first Grease other than Reproduction and Cool Rider. But yeah, there's something we used to always just think it was so subversive because Reproduction, literally, the chorus is just reproduction. Anyway, I'll go on to number 2 before I embarrass myself. But excuse me.
You're here. This is the land of embarrassment. It's fine.
Fingers on buzzers because it's fastest finger first. Whoever wants
Fingers
to
on buzzards!
Right.
Caca!
So, question number 2. I'm his December bride. He's father. He knows best. The kids watch Howdy Doody as the sun sets in the west.
Oh, it's Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah,
It's
somewhere that's green.
somewhere that's green. Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah got Little Shop of Horrors. So I
Sarah,
get
well
13,
done.
but,
Wow.
I knew as soon as it comes, like Sarah's going to beat me to this.
She's like something great.
I kind of gathered you would all know that. That's why I was like fastest
fucking
one to
love
get
that.
it.
I think that is actually my favourite musical.
The annoying thing is,
Beautiful song.
every time I hear that song now, the first thing that comes to mind isn't Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Is it Family Guy?
It's Family Guy, yes.
Which one?
It's Herbert.
Oh, picture out of paper.
Just seeing Herbert in that fucking white dress.
Mostly on paper boy.
Oh, paperboy.
Oh yeah. That one.
It's so fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Great.
wrong,
Anyway.
but it's brilliant.
Number 3 again. everyone listen intently and fastest finger first, I guess.
Okay.
Question 3. Walk her once just to raise the curtain. Then you walk around twice and make for certain. Once more in the flower garden, she will never get sore if you beg her pardon.
Excuse me.
I know it's pretty
Ron.
dodgy when you think.
Rather. Good sir. No clue.
What was it? Walk her once. Just
Do you want me to do it again?
Yes, please.
yeah.
Walk her once just to raise the curtain. Then you walk around twice and make for certain. Once more in the flower garden, she will never get sore if you beg her pardon.
It's not Seven Brides and Seven Brothers. Going
It's not,
courting.
no.
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 Going courting. Going courting.
Phil, I'm surprised you don't know this because you've already pointed out that you know Family Guy gags quite well.
Oh, is it Family Guy then?
It was in an episode of Family Guy, but it's originally from a
Okay.
musical.
Okay. 'Cause I have no idea.
Go on, no, I'm blanking on
It
this.
is the song "Shipoopy" from The Music Man.
Ah, Shapoopy, that's it,
Shapoopy.
Shapoopy.
Shapoopy. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'd done it quickly, you would have got it because it was walk around
Yeah.
once just to raise the curtain. You walk around twice and make for certain. Once more in the
Oh, right.
flower garden, she will never get sore if you beg upon. Do re mi fa sol la ti do si do. So nobody got that one. So number
No.
4. Where are we? Number 4. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad, my father gave
They
me
gave me nose a tweak and told me I was sad.
He
It's
told me I
Mary
was
Poppins.
bad.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, isn't it? Yeah.
Phil got Mary Poppins, but yes, you were right, Andy. It is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
The sound of it is something quite
That is nice because that
You
puts
say,
exactly on 1 point each.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
and a little Della.
Nice. Let's see, which number were we up to? Oh, 5. There we go.
5, yes.
Yes.
Number
indeed.
5.
Yes.
We pride ourselves on service. You the
Oh,
boss.
Beauty and the
Beauty and the
Beast.
Beast.
It's not Beauty and the Beast.
No,
Whoa!
no.
Say what you wish. It's yours. True dish. How about a
Aladdin.
little more
No,
back
it's fuck. It's the
We pride ourselves on service.
You're the
Yeah.
boss, the king, the
That's
chef.
ah.
Yeah.
What you wish, it's yours. True dish. About a little more
Da, da,
baklava.
da. Yeah.
Yep, Phil got that one.
Sir, what would your pleasure be? May I take your order?
Oh,
Shut it
today.
down.
Next.
Sorry. go on.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, it was friend like me from Aladdin.
Yeah.
You didn't know? So yeah. Question 6. If a man don't understand you, if you fly on separate beams, waste no time, make a change. Ride that man right off your range. Rub him out of the roll call and drum
Oh,
him
fuck.
out of your dreams.
Shit.
No.
Ah.
Wash that man right out of your hair. I'm gonna
How did you know that,
wash
Sarah?
right
That
out
is
of my hair
impressive.
And send him
So-
on his way.
Do you know the musical though?
Yes, I do. No, it's that one with the sailors on the Hawaiian island.
South Pacific.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Phil, you
Yeah.
stole that from her.
Yeah.
I feel terrible now.
No,
No, she can have it. She,
No,
she can have it 'cause she knew what it
perfectly
was.
reasonable. No, absolutely. You please, by all means, Phil, take that.
I think Sarah should
I'm
have
gonna
that.
wash that man right out of my
I'm gonna give that to Sarah because she sang the
Aw,
song and
nice one.
everything.
You knew what it was.
Yeah, thank you so
And yeah, I mean, you virtually described it when you were like that island, in the Pacific.
Yeah.
So yeah, the island in the Pacific.
Right, question number 7. I feel dizzy. I feel sunny. I feel fizzy and funny and fine. And so
I
pretty.
feel pretty.
Mr. America can
pretty.
just resign.
I said
From-
it's I feel
And
pretty.
gay.
I'm reading the
Oh!
musical here, not the song.
Oh, shit. Is it West Side
What's
Story?
that story?
It's West Side Story, Andy. Well
Oh,
done.
no.
Or-
I feel pretty. I'm so pretty.
Or analyze this.
I feel pretty.
Analyze
I didn't know it was in Analyze This, Phil, but that's interesting to note.
I don't know if it's
yeah.
analyze this or analyze that, but it's in one of those.
No, this or that.
Again, I'm chuffed that you all know the songs, and by all means, but I'm looking for the musical.
I know. It's the first thing you remember, though, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, question number 8. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire
Mulan.
within.
Oh, yeah.
Wow! Sarah!
Of course you got that first.
Be
I
a
make
man,
out of
isn't
you,
it? Make
yeah.
a man out of you.
Once you find your center,
Tranquil
you are sure
as
to
a
win. You're a
forest.
spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. I'll make a man
Got a
out of
clue.
you.
Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
I love it. Awesome.
Sarah knows her Mulan.
I think it's one of your favourite Disney films.
It is one of my favourites. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, is it?
Do you want about the?
Maybe you'll see right through me.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're in some crazy bizarro world because Sarah currently has the lead. Just
For the purpose of the tape, Sarah once again looks offended.
But she's not
No,
sure
it's all good.
why.
Right, are we ready for question 9? Let's go.
Yes.
It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught. As a
Getting to know.
teacher,
It's the song's Getting to Know You, isn't it?
Oh,
It is.
King and I.
Oh,
Well
you
done, Sarah.
bitch, you beat me to the
Oh,
film.
you get to know all about you.
if anybody's curious, that is my mum's favourite movie of all time. Number 10. I could always hear him, sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling
Oh,
sand.
it's Encanto.
It is Encanto. Andy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
You would all have heard We Don't Talk About Bruno
We
a
don't
million
talk
times,
about
whether you like it or
Bruno,
not.
no,
That's what it
no,
was.
No. I haven't even seen Encanto, and I love that
Oh,
song.
Encanto is amazing, Andy. I
I
love
know,
Oh,
it.
it's so good.
Yep. Right. Question 11, and if anybody gets this, I'll be very pleasantly surprised and give you some money myself. Question 11. The least evil queen in history. And if you do not believe me, I totally won't imprison your family, because that'd be evil, and that's so not me. I gathered this would just be like silence.
Enchanted. I'm just going to take a random stab.
No, it's not Enchanted, but it's not the worst guess in the world.
Bionicle.
You're surprisingly close, Andy.
Are you taking
It's not like the
Lego movie?
No.
Not quite.
Lego Movie 2?
Well done, Andy. It's from the Lego movie.
Oh my god.
Yep. It's
What
not
the
evil
fuck? Why
by...
is there musical numbers in Lego?
Lego Movie 2 is a straight-up musical, and it's fantastic. Tiffany Haddish as Queen Whatever I Wanna Be is the star of that thing. There's a quality
Why
song
do I
in it
know
which I
that
haven't...
name?
Because it's just Whatever I Want to Be. That's the joke.
Oh, yeah, I do know Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish. But yeah, there's a quality song which I haven't used in that musical, which is just her telling Batman all the reasons why he's shit compared to Superman. Which I just love. Right, where were we? So that was Lego Movie 2. So I'm not evil. Question number 12. I'm falling. In all the good times, I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times... I
Oh,
fear
it's
myself.
it's fuck. What's the fucking film called? I
For
know
the purpose
this.
of the tape, Andy is flapping his
I
arms
know what this
drastically.
is.
Shall I carry on?
Carry on.
A Star is Born. It's A Star is Born.
It's A Star is Born.
It's
yeah.
Shallow.
You'd have got it if I carried on. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that
Never
void?
seen it.
That boy.
I've never seen it.
Or is there something more? I just love that song.
Mm.
I've not seen it. I just love that song, but I couldn't think of the film.
I'm off to
I nearly shouted
Watch
"Shallow,"
it
Lady
down.
Gaga, Bradley Cooper. I couldn't think
Is
of
it
the
Shallow?
I probably
title.
would have given you it.
Isn't she going to play the new Harlequin?
Yeah, apparently.
That-
And you
is
took
she?
her fully had her, yeah.
You know her Joaquin. You know Joaquin Felix.
Fucking-
You know the Joker.
Yeah.
That,
I'll
apparently
whack
there's
him
going
if
to be
he
another
comes near
one.
me.
She's going to play Harlequin.
I mean, she's a pretty good actress. So
Right. The next one. I got my ticket for the long way round. The
Got
one
my
with the
ticket.
prettiest...
It's
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, damn you.
Pitch Perfect is correct, Andy gets
All
cups.
the way.
Wow, Andy, you are smashing this now once again.
Well done.
And
You started slowly, but-
like some sweet company, and I'm leaving tomorrow. What do you say? I used to be able to do that.
When I'm gone.
I used to be able to do the cup thing.
I can't believe you guys are getting most of these, but yeah, I'm impressed.
Well, in
You-
all
you
fairness,
are
the
as-
Lego one was a complete fluke.
Well, yeah, but still, you got it. Right, question 14. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside.
Like a
Let it go,
swirling-
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frozen. It's Let It Go. Again, you were all going to get that at some point, weren't you?
What?
I hate you.
Why?
Because you're always like a fraction of a second ahead of me.
Oh, no way. Just to finish that off in case it's in anybody's head, because it does with me, even though I keep myself. Couldn't
Yeah.
keep it in. Heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be the good girl you always
Always
have
have
to
to
be.
be.
Conceal, don't feel. Don't let them know.
No, but now that I know. Let it go. Let
Wow.
it
Great.
Question 15. Just surrender, because you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire. It's freedom. It's flooding open. It's a preacher in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall. It's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go?
God.
Ah.
I am shocked that nobody jumped in with this.
I'm guessing it's like a villain
I
song.
bet there's some listeners that are screaming it at you right now.
You're the listener, Mike.
Yes, and I'm screaming it at you right now.
Ah,
My sister's favourite movie, this one.
right. Does anyone have his sister's socials?
Not Scissor Sisters. Oh my God. I meant to say Sister Act.
No, it's not sister. Shall I do
Oh,
this
okay.
again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just surrender because you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a preacher in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall. It's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go?
I've got no clue.
No,
Well,
not a clue.
should I take that as a pass?
It's
Yeah.
the song. What's the song? Oh.
That's the
That's the
what we're trying
question.
to do, Andy.
It's the game.
No, go on.
So nobody here seen The Greatest Showman then?
No.
No,
Oh,
I've never seen it. No.
That song's so good. I hate the musical and the way it freaking glorifies that bastard's life, but the songs are good.
yeah, that's one of the reasons I refuse to watch it. What's the song though? Is it? Oh, is it Rewrite the Stars?
No,
No.
the song is The Greatest Show.
Oh, it's just Greatest Show.
If I'd
okay.
sung it, you would have got it from the last box. That's why I thought everyone would, because it's like, it's holding all that you know.
Show.
So tell me, do you want to go? Where you
Yeah,
covered in lights or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got. The main songs from that film I know are Rewrite the Stars and Never Enough, because Never Enough is a very good song.
I only know The Greatest Showman and I forget the other one, but there is another one I know. Right, question 16. So, if you care to find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly.
It's
And if I'm
Defying Gravity,
flying
Wicked.
solo- It is Defying Gravity from
Yes.
Wicked.
Nice.
Andy, I feel like you're a ringer when we play this game, Andy. It's kind of unfair on anyone else.
It is music though.
I mean,
and
no,
that's
we're all
Andy's
quite fond of musicals, though.
Mm.
So
That's true,
we're
that's
all
true.
pretty good at
Fond.
this.
That's fair enough. Ready for question 17? That's good. With every word, I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal. Trying to reach my goal, my power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder.
My first thought was Shiny from Moana, but it fucking isn't.
No, yeah.
It's not. No.
My thirst for is freaking Page Master, but that's not a musical.
No,
And that's something I haven't seen in a long time.
It's not Annie, is it?
it's not Annie, no.
No
The
clue.
New York thing is the bit that's holding me up now.
Yeah.
I think the fact that I'm like reading it out just dully without feeling is probably putting you all off. Although I don't know
It's
if
quite
you've seen it.
impressive to be able to sing, to be able to say it without it as well. I know I wouldn't
We
be able
should
to do
be able
that.
to narrow this down. There's hardly any films that talk about New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no songs that talk about New York.
The key
I
word
have-
that there's a key word in there that you should pick up on, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll just read it again. So, with every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder.
Oh
Is-
no,
is
it's
it-
Hamilton. It's Hamilton.
It's Hamilton. Well done, Andy.
It's
Oh.
I can't even think of the name. I can hear it now. It's Hamilton's rapping it, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
can
that's
hear
Hamilton.
I can hear Lin-Manuel Miranda doing it, but I can't think of the name of the song.
I never finished that
It's-
fucking show because, with all due respect, I got bored after.
It's not as good as everyone makes it out to
It's
be.
just
It's
so
the most famous
boring.
song from Hamilton. It's My Shot.
Yeah, but like
I'm not throwing away my.
Why is it so long?
there's some
I
songs
just
I
don't
like
that.
some songs
Yeah.
from Hamilton, but the rest of it can get in the fucking bin. I'm sorry.
I'm not sitting and watching a 4-hour political fucking documentary.
No,
masquerading as a
exactly.
musical. I just listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's your favourite song from Hamilton out of curiosity?
My Shot.
Oh, okay.
But I do like The Room Where It Happens as well. It's a good second choice.
Burn is the best song. I'm sorry.
And
Okay.
so you're both wrong. The best is clearly
Oh, You'll Be
You'll Be
Back
Back.
is also great.
Fair enough. Wow.
Is that the one that's sung by the King?
Yeah, You'll
I
Be
love
Back.
that.
that one.
Fucking great song.
I think that's the only reason I like that.
I
is
love
because
musicals.
It's all about fucking mad.
I know it's
Yeah.
great, but it's just sung so.
My
Sarcastically
favorite part is
and
the absolute
bitterly, I love
glee
it.
in his voice when he's trying to sound really nice and seductive, saying, "I will kill your friends and family to remind you of
my love. Da, 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 da.
We're back to the Lego Movie 2 again there, aren't we?
my."
But yeah, I love musicals. They're so good. Sorry, I'm going to end up taking up this whole episode. We're only on
That's
number
fine.
18.
It's a fun game.
Right, number 18. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
Fiddler on the
Jesus
Roof.
Christ Superstar.
Well done, Fiddler on the Roof is correct.
Oh,
sir.
damn it,
I got really
I was
excited.
right then.
I have never seen Fiddler on the Roof. Is
Oh,
this in
it's so
fact
good.
about a man
My
on a
mum's
roof?
second favourite movie.
I think there is a Fiddler on the Roof at some point.
He does fiddle on the roof.
Oh, just say. Oh
He
dear.
does.
Fiddler
Oh
on
my.
himself.
Anyway,
Watch that. Yep.
Question 19. If only we could turn the hands of time, if I could take you back, would you still be mine? Because I tried, but I had to draw the line. And still, this question keeps on spinning.
Christmas Carol! Christmas Carol! It's Kate Winslet! What if?
Yep, one of the greatest songs.
Wow.
One of
ever
my
made.
favourite Christmas songs ever.
Yep.
It is
I
incredible.
freaking love that song. And I hate the fact that Kate Winslet just hates it. She's like, I'm not a good singer. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You're a really good
These are the
singer.
beautiful songs I've ever heard.
I sent you that in the Duke, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yeah, because they asked her if she'd sing it, and she said no, and then they convinced her, but she said, but only if it's just for the film. And they were like, yeah, we're not going to release it. And then they released it.
No, they did
Yeah.
ask.
And
her
it's on
about-
every Christmas like music channel.
It's such a good song.
It's amazing. It's really emotional as well.
Yeah, it's one of my
As good as the
favourite
song that they
Christmas
cut
songs.
from Muppet Christmas Carol because it's too sad.
Yeah, my favourite Christmas song is Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson, but What If by Kate Winslet is like in the top 5. It's
Yeah.
a really good one.
Nice. Well, I don't think there's any more Christmassy ones, but we'll go into number 20. Life's a song you don't get to rehearse, and every single verse can make it that much worse. Still, my friends don't know why I ignore the million things or more I should be dancing for. I am appalled that you didn't all get this immediately.
Flash Dance. Or Footloose. Or any other musical song dancing.
Step.
No.
Jump It. Or Step Up. Whatever the skipping rope thing is.
No, it's none of those. Maybe it's
Not
a
a clue.
generational gap thing.
Maybe. What
Okay.
was it?
I'll do it one more time
Yeah,
because I
do it
thought
again.
you were all kind of nerd. I thought you were as nerdy as me, but clearly not.
Aw.
Life's a song you don't get to rehearse, and every single verse can make it that much worse. Still, my friends don't know why I ignore the million things or more I should be dancing for.
No! Oh, that's why I know it! What's Wrong with Feeling? Buffy the Vampire Slayer!
Thank you, Andy. At least somebody has taste.
Damn.
It's a musical episode.
Sorry, neighbours.
I'm trying to remember which character, because that's not Buffy, because she... Is that Buffy? No.
It is Buffy.
It is Buffy's. Is that the one
Yeah.
where she sings about how she wanted to die? Or she wished that Willow had resurrected her?
There was no fear, no pain, no doubt.
Sorry,
till they
Robinson
pulled me
Buffy
out
just
of
spoiled
heaven.
Oh shit, mate.
I just
Sorry.
accidentally spoiled the end of Series 5 of Buffy the film.
It's not really. Well, yeah, I guess it's a spoiler if you haven't seen season 5.
But I mean, if there's series after that, it's probably obvious that she's.
Yeah, you're kind of going to get the feeling that the
Yeah.
fact that there is a season 6 and 7 means that the gravestone at the end of season 5 is a bit redundant at that point. But anyway,
But What's Wrong with Feeling is a fucking good episode.
it's amazing. It's probably my favourite episode of Buffy, and I love a lot of that show.
What's Wrong with Feeling and Hush are my two favourites.
Push is good.
The body and the gift.
Oh, The
my
Body is
version.
also very good. Do not
so
say
good.
anything about The Body that Phil hasn't
Nope,
seen
nope,
yet.
nope. Indeed. Oh man.
But we know,
Just
me
watch-
and Mike, we know.
Just watch Buffy and Angel. They're both amazing.
Yeah, because Buffy was one of those shows that I only saw bits of whenever I was around my grandparents. Because if I was visiting my dad's grandparents, would normally be in my granddad's room. Would be watching wrestling, and then either Buffy, Xena,
Woohoo.
The
Hercules?
Librarian. The Adventures of the Librarian.
The
No, I
Librarian.
won't do
Librarian movies and show.
The Librarian, they were great. They were like Indiana Jones, but
But Noah Wiley.
yeah, just even stupider and on a much lower budget.
Yeah.
The TV
They
show
have
was
that on
incredible.
Prime at
though.
the minute, I think.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Anyway, question 21. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I went on a random tangent there.
Question 21. Why am I smiling and why do I sing? Why does September seem sunny as spring? Why do I get up each morning and start happy and head up with
Singing in the
joy
rain.
in my heart? Singing in the rain is right. I'm not even going to
Oh,
give anybody
well
else a chance to even catch
It's,
it.
No,
this
it's-
is
bless
Judy,
you.
I know Judy Garland sings
I'm
it.
just doing it for attention now.
Oh, excuse
I'm
me.
trying to
I
remember
don't
what
like
song it is. Is it just Singing in the Rain? Is that the song as well?
Just Singing in the Rain, yeah, that's
yeah,
the
it's
song.
just Singing in the Rain.
Let's just sing it.
If anybody-
Just innocent
anybody
in the
is-
rain.
If anybody is curious, Andy currently has 12 points, Sarah has 4, and Phil has 3. So, yeah.
I'm just
bit of a
embarrassed
one-horse
for you,
race.
Phil.
Yeah.
You're doing it for
Go to,
attention now, Phil.
Number 22. Let's play a new game, which is how many words I get into this before Andy shouts out the answer. So anyway, no, fair play. You know, it's all good.
Yeah.
Question 22. And there was smoking, and there was boozing, and there was boys who looked like girls, which was confusing. Pass it on. So what's a lip sync? Is that like kissing? Yeah, he kissed a girl whose girly parts were missing.
The fuck
There's
Priscilla?
no way you don't know this, Andy. There's no way. You're just being nice now.
For some
No
reason,
clue.
my mind is...
Oh, it's not
is-
Rocky Horror Show, is it?
No.
No.
My first thought was Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, but I don't think
I
that's a
don't
musical.
remember that.
No.
being
There
in
is a
it.
stage musical version of it, though.
For some reason, my mind's going to Cabaret, but it's not Cabaret.
No, it's not
No.
Cabaret. No.
And the only other thing I'm thinking of is Moulin Rouge, but I'm pretty sure
That's a
doesn't have-
jukebox musical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't have any original songs.
I think it has
There's
one.
Yeah.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
No. These are all good guesses.
Little Mermaid.
Shall I? No. Shall I do it again?
Yes.
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 Yeah,
That
Little
makes
Mermaid,
perfect
Sarah.
sense.
The first line, and there was smoking. Yeah, that happens a lot in a Little Mermaid, doesn't it? Anyway. And there was smoking, and there was boozing, and there was boys who looked like girls, which was confusing. Pass it on. So what's a lip sync? Is that like kissing? Yeah, he kissed a girl whose girly parts were missing.
Not a clue.
No, we passing?
I have no idea.
Well, you may not have seen it, but it's from the recent musical Everybody's Talking About Jamie.
Oh,
not
that
seen
makes
it,
sense.
yeah.
I haven't seen it, though.
Yeah.
You should have known that. You've got a friend who helped out with the bloody production.
She
You
was
should
an
know that. You're
extra.
gay.
Awesome.
You know all the gay ones,
You
don't
should
you?
know all the gay things.
They filmed that at my old school.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really? Wow. That's awesome. Right, question 23. This is so weird. What would I give if I could live out of these waters?
Little
What would I
Mermaid.
pay? Yeah, it's a Little Mermaid.
It's a
Which
Little
Sarah
Mermaid,
guessed
Sarah.
previously. Sarah was just a bit early with that
Damn
one.
I
Your
just,
time was there.
My tide was there.
I just feel bad for you.
Are we ready for 24?
Absolutely.
Question 24.
Shut up, you whore.
Question 24. Up there, up where the skies are ocean blue, I could be safe and live without a care. Live without a care.
Hercules?
If only I could
No,
live
that's out there.
up
It's out
there.
Only
Up there.
No, that's Hunchback of Notre Dame is
that's
out
right,
there.
Yeah. But still.
Up
Ocean
there,
blue.
there is so much room where babies burp and flowers bloom. Everyone dreams, I can dream too. There you
This
go, I did
is
you more
not-
than I should have.
This is not without feeling.
I'm assuming it's something in a similar vein to The Little Mermaid where it's set under the sea.
No.
Oh,
But it
I
is-
think it's thinking
I
about
believe-
heaven.
I believe it's based on that song and that's the joke kind of thing. But yeah, come on, dude, you've got this.
Can you say it again, please, Mike? Or not
Of course, yeah.
sing it, but
Up
say it.
there, up where the skies are ocean blue, I could be safe and live without a care. Live without a care. If only I could live up there.
I have no idea.
I am also.
I'm really
I'm
shit
stumped.
this time.
They say I don't belong. I must stay down here alone. Because of my beliefs, I'm supposed to stay where evil is, so...
Wait a minute.
Not a clue.
Come on, Phil. But what is evil anyway?
Oh, it's Dr. Horrible!
The rhyme.
Is
Nope.
it Dr. Horrible? No.
Without evil, there could be no good, so it must be good to be evil sometimes.
God,
I am
never
so
heard of
disappointed.
this.
I'm gonna call that a pass.
Go on.
Anastasia.
So what is it? What is it?
That was up there from South Park.
Oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Phil, I put that one in for you, and you still didn't.
I never remember that bit of the film. For some reason that
Wow.
entire section is just gone from my memory. And then when
How many lamenting songs sung by Satan do you think really are in the world? And you
I've got an
don't remember it?
I have an entire playlist of just that. You'd be surprised.
Right.
No, for some
That's
reason, that
good.
entire section of the film just does not exist in my brain until I've watched the film. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I
this is a
virtually
thing that
sang the whole
happens.
song and embarrassed myself, so I'm ready to move
No,
to
it
number 25. So, question 25. You know the world can see us in a way that's different than who we are, creating space between us till we're
That's a
separate
musical,
hearts.
Breaking Free.
It is. Well done, Andy. You got it that time.
That one. That one.
There's not a star in heaven that we can reach.
I
Yeah.
had to give you a chance to redeem yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. It
Right,
really
again,
does make it difficult when you don't put the melody on.
I'm
Yeah,
trying my best.
yeah.
Yeah. I did try really hard to not to get any feeling in that one, but right. Question 26. I'll be surprised. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. But question 26. Yes, you are fucked. Shit out of luck. Now I'm complete, and my cock you will suck. This world will be mine, and you're first in line. You brought me the pick, and now you shall both die. Wait, 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 you motherfucker. We challenge you to a rock off. Give us one chance to rock your socks off.
Tenacious D.
I was going to say that sounds like Tenacious
and the Pick
D.
of Destiny.
Yeah, I'm going to give you it. Tenacious D and the Pick of
Wow.
Destiny is correct,
Well
Phil.
Never seen that either.
I'm surprised Phil knows that.
It's so
he hates
good.
Jack
It's
Black.
hilarious, man.
You don't like Jack Black?
He hates Jack
I
Black.
do not like Jack Black.
What?
Why?
Oh,
He annoys me.
No,
I know that Sarah
won't.
won't watch it because it's got John C. Reilly in.
See, there we go. That'd be why I've never seen it then. That'd be
I,
why I've never seen it.
see, we cancel each other out on that. See, I like John C. Reilly.
And I like Jack Black.
See, now all I can think of is the music video for Best Song in the World, where it's like, "Be you demons," and like we say nay.
It's the same demon character, Dave Grohl,
Yeah.
as the demon guy from the end of that film.
We are but bad.
It's so great. I just remember one of my good friends when we watched it for the first time. He's never laughed harder than when just after that part when they go, "Give us a chance to rock your socks off." The demon just looks really frustrated and just goes, "Fuck! The demon code prevents me declining a rock off challenge." Which is anyway. Probably you had to be there, but anyway. Number 27. Raised my hand before I could speak my mind. I've been biting my tongue too many times. And then that magic man said to obey. Do what magic man do, not what magic man say. Now, can I please have the attention of the class? Today's assignment. Ahem. Kick some ass. Phil's not going to get this. I'll tell you that now.
Is it School of Rock?
It's School of Rock.
Yeah,
Andy.
Phil, I was gonna say.
Really?
I thought it was School of Rock, but then he said that. I'm like, oh yeah, Phil looked like it. Jack Black, School of Rock, yeah.
Yeah, that's Teacher's Pet from School of Rock. Question 28, just to see if anybody can come remotely close to Andy at this point. If you know this, I'll be so chuffed because it's one of the greatest movies ever, and yet nobody's ever seen it. But here we go. Question 28. Freedom, I'm taking it back. Attitude, I'm giving it back. In a baby blue Cadillac. Just when I was stalling, I heard an angel calling. This is your life, you can go anywhere. You got to grab the wheel and own it. You got to put the pedal down and drive it like you stole it.
Is this the
Garfield
musical
in
version.
Paradise.
Is this the musical version of Grand Theft Auto?
It is not, no.
Oh,
But that would be quite fitting in a way.
Well, yeah.
I'd be surprised if you've seen the movie, but I would highly, highly recommend it. It's a fantastic film.
See, all I can think
Herbie?
of is I was not going to think of Herbie. That's all I could think
It's
of.
got nothing to do with the whole car theme or anything. That just happens to be the song.
See, I was thinking Cars, and I was trying
Herbie
to think
fully
of
loaded.
Cars isn't it?
an odd film that I haven't.
It's more about like taking control of your destiny and getting out in the open road for your freedom than like, Fast and Furious the musical or anything.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Musical Top Gear.
No.
Nope.
Go on.
I am really
Well,
bad this time.
If you take one thing away from this episode, every listener and all of you all here, please watch the movie Sing Street. It is really, really,
Sing
really
Street.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
No, never heard of it.
good. It's a musical about a young lad in Ireland who grows up in the 80s and
Ooh.
kind of oppressed in his Catholic school, and his parents are basically not there, and his brother's a bit of a loser, and so good.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Who are you?
Who are
That's
you?
all I can think of.
No, I might have seen this. Is there an entire section in that film where he's fantasizing about going on an interview with Terry Wogan?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Because if it is, then I have seen that film.
He dreams about like being on MTV and stuff. He's pining after a model who just hangs around the school and stuff. And it's just your very typical like 80s in the UK, in Ireland kind of thing. Yeah. There's a really powerful scene at the end where his brother basically laments that he's never made anything of his life and he wants better for his little brother and, takes him off to freedom, essentially. But anyway.
It just sounded a little bit familiar. If it,
Yeah.
it
You may have
you-
seen it.
even if it isn't the thing that I'm thinking of, I'm going to have to look that up because that sounds fun. Well, sounds interesting.
Definitely give it a watch. It's a really good movie and it's a fantastic soundtrack. Right, question 29. Sometimes I feel a little sad inside. When my baby mistreats me, I never, never, never have a place to hide. I
know
need
the
you.
words. Oh, shit.
Blues Brothers.
Wow, I'm surprised nobody. It is Blues Brothers. Who was that,
It
Andy?
is. Yeah.
It took me a moment. I got there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I must have been saying that without any emotion, but okay. And finally, question 30. But I won't cry and I won't start to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me or cut me down, I won't be silenced. You can't keep me quiet. Won't
Oh, it's
crumble
from
when-
Aladdin. It's
Yeah,
that
it is.
shitty
Well,
song
it
that they
What
did
it
for
speaks,
Yasmin.
isn't it? Yeah.
Dare you?
Oh,
It
it's
is a
such a shitty
fantastic song.
fucking song.
It is not, and you
It-
will show Naomi Scott some damn respect
It's
before
just
she
the fact
morphs
that
into
they
the Pink Ranger and
stuck it
kicks your
in.
ass.
They
I
called it the film Aladdin. It wasn't a great. Apart from the,
You like Will Smith's version of?
I do like that, Mr. Ali, that one.
Yeah, Prince
Yeah.
Ali.
But Prince Ali, thank you. But the fact that they went, oh well,
Jasmine
Yasmin
must
doesn't
have
have
a
a
girl
song,
boss
so we've just got to stick a song in there
I love
about her
that
being
song.
women's rights and all that. I was like, fucking come on.
If
It's better than Evermore.
Oh,
And you
no,
love that
it's
one.
not.
I would rather listen to Speechless than
Evermore
Evermore.
is awesome. Have you tried hitting those low notes?
Okay.
It is
No,
difficult.
because I know I can't. But the song's shit, so I don't
Right.
care.
Awesome.
it sounds like you've seen the new Aladdin, then.
Yes.
And I imagine
I love
Mike
it.
has in that case. I
I love it.
Because I've given Jasmine a song in it.
Yeah.
Did they then go and include the scrapped Jafar song, or
No.
does Jafar not get a solo?
No.
Oh no, Jafar does sing, doesn't he?
Because he does have a solo. They had a solo that was planned, but
Yeah.
it was then cut from the original
Oh.
animated
It's,
stuff.
no,
called
they
Why
don't restore
Me.
the one that was cut from the cartoon, but he does do the bit at the end when it's like it's kind of a.
Does he do the
retype
retype
of
of Prince Ali?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but no, they don't do that.
Yeah, he had
Because
was
girl
supposed to have
power,
a sort of
Phil.
mopey song about how everything was bad and he was all
There's
I
always at least
disagree.
one bad song that got cut.
I disagree with putting something in for the sake of putting something in. And the only reason
I don't
they've
think it was
done
for the
that-
sake of it. Naomi
I
Scott's a
just-
fantastic singer. Why not give her something to do?
I didn't say she was a bad singer. I just say I hate the song and I hate the fact that they went, oh, but girl power. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna do it better.
You didn't realise you hated your gender so much, Sarah. But whatever.
So much.
My favourite thing about Speechless is the fact that Shion from Dreamcatcher did a cover of it.
Oh right, yeah.
And
Was it
that
better?
actually got the attention of Disney as well.
Oh, did it?
For,
Is,
for reference, the Dreamcatcher's the K-pop band that I'm a massive fan of.
Oh.
And the lead,
Is any-
not
No.
lead singer because they're all singing. You know how K-pop works, where they have like main vocalists and lead vocalists and blah 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 blah.
Is anybody
Basically,
really on the edge of
the-
their seat curious who won, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I mean Sarah, obviously.
Was it me?
I'm going to go in reverse order because I know it's tense and it could be anybody's game. In third place with 4 points and a very commendable performance was Phil. Well done, Phil. You still should have got that side point.
Sarah was very looking like she was so very willing and happy and ready to concede third place, and then you said it was me, and her eyes lit up, mouth wide, cackling like a wild bitch.
And then she put two fingers up on one hand and the middle finger up on the other at him.
That made your night, hasn't it?
That was a brilliant change of
That's a
expression.
victory for me, that is.
That's cause for another cocktail.
You don't know. You might have won, Sarah.
No.
In second place
I
with
won a moral victory. That's it.
in second place with 1 extra point compared to Phil and 5 points is Sarah. And it was such a close contest because just a little bit further ahead with 16 points, only 11 more, and he was, of course, the winner today.
Hey, well done.
Yay!
Well done.
I redeemed myself.
I'm just
Well done. Fun game, though. I do enjoy playing that game. I really do.
Oh, I love your face was a picture that you went from being very humble to suddenly going, fuck you!
Fuck you! I wish you could see your face.
Oh. Right.
Can I ask my question?
Yes, I was going to say,
Can I
I'll
ask
save
my
my topic
question?
for the next episode. We'll
I
start
would
the next episode with my topic so we do get it out of the way.
Topic. Okay, my question. So, quite a controversial question. Okay, quite a controversial. So, years and years ago now, Pluto.
How long ago?
Years and years.
Years and
Years. Pluto got downgraded from a planet to a moon. Yes, or like a dwarf planet. Why?
Wasn't it just to do with it's a size thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but isn't it actually technically bigger than some of Mercury's moons? So technically, it can't be classed as a dwarf
It's not
planet.
classed
because
as
It's not classed as a moon.
No. I'm saying
Because
it
the
can't
moon
be
is an
classed as
object
a dwarf planet because technically there's no category for a dwarf planet.
There is.
Yeah, there
There's
is.
only a
It's
category
Pluto.
for. I thought Pluto is.
Pluto is
Is
a
its
dwarf
own?
planet.
It's the only one in its category.
In our solar
So
In
system.
our
what?
solar
So
system,
what
yeah.
then? What size does it stop becoming a moon and start becoming a planet?
An extra 2 foot.
Extra 2 feet.
Also, a moon
I find this out,
specifically
please?
orbits a planet. A planet doesn't. A planet orbits the sun.
Isn't that just according to position though? As in like point of view?
No.
No. That's how a moon works. A moon has to orbit a planet. A planet orbits the sun or its like celestial
Are you,
object.
Are you genuinely curious? Because I actually have an answer.
I am genuinely. Yeah, that's why I asked the question.
There are
This is a thing that she's too lazy to Google, but she will ask us instead.
There are 3 criteria that the International Astronomical Union uses to clarify whether or not something is a planet. Pluto does meet 2 of them, but it doesn't meet the 3rd one, which is it has not cleared its neighbouring region of other objects.
Oh, so that's the only reason?
Yep.
Has it always been that way then?
What does
Yes,
that
but I
mean?
think it's
Because,
more
like-
that we.
It probably has, but we haven't realised.
Found out.
It's more that we
Okay.
couldn't see close enough to see that it
So
hadn't
when you mean
Basically, its gravity isn't strong enough to not move away from its moons and stuff, so it can't clear enough distance between them that you couldn't sort of think, well, it's just amongst the moons as another body rather than a planet which has something orbiting it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then technically is Earth a moon of the sun, or is that stupid?
No.
The
No,
Earth
it's a
is
satellite
planet.
of the sun. No?
It's a satellite of the sun, and the moon is a satellite, something orbiting.
I know a satellite is something that orbits something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
So
that much.
a moon is a satellite of a planet.
Yeah.
And a planet is a satellite of
the sun.
a
Mhm.
star.
So it's Pluto was downgraded because it. Say it again, please, Mike. I was listening.
Let me see. It has not. Sorry. It has not cleared its neighbouring region of other objects.
Right, I see. Okay.
Good idea.
I'm looking it up now to get some clarification on what that means.
Yeah.
So we got Bill Nye on the phone.
He's
That's
awesome.
Tyson,
So
Bill Nye.
the 3 criteria for a full-size planet are 1, it be in orbit around the sun.
Yeah.
2, have sufficient mass to assume hydrostatic equilibrium, so basically a nearly round shape. And then 3, it has cleared the neighbourhood around its orbit. In the billions of years Pluto has been there, it has not managed to clear its neighbourhood. not clearing its neighborhood. You might wonder what it means. It means the planet has become gravitationally dominant. There are no other bodies of comparable size other than its own satellites or those otherwise under its gravitational influence in its vicinity in space.
So it's too far out.
More or less what I
basically.
said. Like it hasn't
Yeah.
developed its own kind of separate
It doesn't
gravity.
have a strong
or-
enough gravity to become the only thing in its area
in its
that
orbit.
has
Right.
things orbiting it.
Oh, okay. So technically another body could come into that and it would orbit that bigger body than itself, if that
Yes,
makes sense.
Yeah.
eventually,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
If there was something
Basically,
with greater
we
gravity,
are
it would probably
the Earth is a big enough body to have its own gravity
Yeah.
to make
Correct.
Other
obviously the
things
moon
orbit it. Right.
and
okay.
there's nothing else nearer
Yeah.
that can make that.
Well, the next planet along is
supersedes it.
it Venus? Is it?
No, I think Mars is the closest
Is it
one.
Mars? The next one.
Topic.
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 Anyway, thank you for that.
That's interesting. That
Speaking of things,
poor Pluto.
We are nearly an hour into this recording.
yes, but I just wanted to
53
ask
minutes.
everyone.
Well, can you wait until I've had a piss because I've been busted?
Oh,
You're bussing.
well, I mean, you probably won't want to.
Oh, right, go on, ask your thing,
Yeah,
and if I
well,
don't like it,
anyway.
I'll just go piss.
But speaking of that, have you ever urinated so hard?
Yes.
Let's go find out.
100%.
Have I ever urinated really hard?
So hard.
Yeah?
So hard.
So hard.
So hard.
So.
Is there more to this? So hard that like I took
No,
off?
No,
just so hard.
No, that is the question.
Just so hard. 100%
So
I
hard.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yes,
when
I
there's
have.
time restraints involved.
Oh,
Absolutely.
God,
Yeah.
Definitely. I've
Yeah.
actually
That's one
I've,
thing that I'm glad I don't work in the office anymore. You got 15-minute break. It takes
Oh yeah.
a few minutes.
10 minutes to
off
get to the
frickin'
toilet,
Workflow anyway.
Yeah.
I've actually had a similar argument than this to my mum when I used to live at home because she was always like, "Oh, men are terrible. How can you miss a hole that size when you're peeing so that you get pee all over the seat and stuff?" And I was like, "I tell you what, mum, you take a garden hose up there, point it at the toilet. I'll turn it on full."
Oh, you're rather
blast,
complimentary
and
of
then
yourself,
see-
young man.
It's great
No, but it's
as
like
well.
when you're busting, it's like you don't have control over where the stream
Oh, that's
goes.
true.
I was
That's
like,
true.
You see if you can get the garden hose that I turn on to full power to shoot down that hole without hitting anything around the side. No, you can't. Then shush.
Clean up after, just as all.
Well, yes, obviously, but I was a teenager and I was being stroppy. I was
Oh,
proving
well.
a point. Damn it!
Then it's her own fault. Then really, and I blame her. Really.
Damn it, Sarah! Do you just have to use
I'm
logic in
sorry.
every
I'm
freaking
sorry.
thing?
Yeah, because I'm known for my logic.
Also, I'm autistic, so there.
You can't use that for everything.
What were you using for everything? I'm
Autism.
back from my
Well,
urination.
Autism.
Now that Andy's back, I do have a couple of other hypothetical questioning scenarios to finish us off.
Joy.
Okay.
And keeping in the musical style, if any of you actually know
What's
this,
the style?
what this is a reference to, then I'll be very happy. If not, you can all go to hell. Have you ever seen a cow with a green eyebrow down by the beach?
I'm sorry. What?
Have you ever seen a cow with a green eyebrow down by the bay?
With a green eyebrow, not a green eyebrow.
It's because you interrupted me. I was like, there. Have any of you
No,
ever
what the
same
fuck is
cow
that?
with a green?
No.
No, but I did
Everyone
once.
sees a green.
I did once see a moose with a loose front tooth.
Oh, whereabouts was that?
Down by the bay.
Oh,
There, you see?
lovely.
I once saw
Good
Maya
man.
Angelou
Good man.
for later, a Nigerian president.
And
Did
on that,
but Phil, let me ask you: did you ever see a whale with a polka dot tail?
down by the bay.
Indeed. Did you ever see a fly wearing a
So
tie?
Mike clearly knows what the fuck this is.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I have
I've-
access to Google.
I've shown you this before. It's a one that you sort of sing in rounds. It's like down by
Oh,
the
a bit
bay,
like,
down by the
a bit like,
bay.
Form the carrot.
No,
form
it's
the
nothing like the
carrot.
fucking form the carrot and the avocado.
Peel the avocado.
Peel the avocado. Please tell me you don't want to run about, Mike.
Well,
No.
Oh,
Okay.
mate.
to get
Gonna
away
treat
from
you.
that, a more important question that is food related.
Mm.
Have you ever deep throated a cream egg on the Isle of Wight Ferry?
You'd be surprised how many things I've deep-throated on the island.
No, because genuinely I hate cream eggs.
I also hate cream eggs. I think they're
Oh.
gross.
No, they are a little bit weird.
I like
would
sweet
ra-
stuff. They're too sickly.
Yeah.
I'd rather go down on
tickly,
someone
did
than
you
eat a
say?
cream egg.
Oh, wow.
I feel that cream egg is good practice for going down on someone, really, isn't it?
Yeah, just got to get that goo.
God, I
Really
hope
going
not.
down on them,
Oh
like.
my god, I hope not.
If it's like that down there, like white and yellow and mushy and horrible, no.
So Sarah, your vagina.
That's what happens when you go down a zip line, you see.
Anyway, do you have anything else you want to throw into the ring, or?
I've got two
Oh,
more.
for fuck's sake! Right.
You asked.
Have you ever produced a documentary for Channel 5 about Grecian urns that were used to hide Nazi gold from the Argentinian government?
Wow. No.
Goodness me. That was... Jesus Christ.
How did your brain come up with
Why are you asking me?
I just thought it was something that Channel 5 exhibition.
It is.
I thought it was a real thing. Did you make that up?
He's made it up.
Wow. Your brain is
that was
frightening.
marvelous.
That does sound like a Channel 5 documentary, though, doesn't it?
100%
I believed it.
Grecian urns that hid Nazi gold from the Argentinian government.
Absolutely.
On tonight at 11:15.
And what was your last one?
My last one is, again, slightly musical. So none of you have done that.
No.
None of you have made that documentary.
Nope.
Oh,
Nah, not yet.
miss out.
Sauce, mate.
You didn't
Busy
have the budget.
podcasting, man.
And just lastly, to see us out, a bit of a touching one. Have you ever fried your little toe just to get into Elton John's house?
Just for the purpose of the take, Phil looked so proud of himself. So fucking smug with himself that he'd come up with that.
You know what the funny
Could
thing is, though?
barely finish the sentence
The
before he
ironic
shit
thing is, if you
himself
did that to
laughing.
try and get into Elton John's house, I doubt you'd be still standing.
Oh! That's the one! That is the mic drop moment right there.
Well done.
I was
Thank you.
racking my brains thinking of an Elton John song pun, and it was nowhere near. Well done. Well played.
Oh,
I'll take the credit for Phil's brain.
that's a sacrifice.
Anyway, once I finish eating this sweet,
Do you know, I remember when Rock was young.
Sarah's still singing the avocado song.
That's just my brain 24/7.
And that's going to do it for this week's episode of the We Pay For Your Floor podcast. I've been Andy.
I have been still standing.
Guacamole.
And this has been Guacamole.
And I have been guacamole.
And I am
who have you
imploring
been?
you all to watch Sing Street. Yeah, thank you for having me, Andy, Phil, and Sarah. It's been a real treat. It's been a great time. If you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, viewers and listeners, I am at Facebook or Instagram just under my name, Michael Wilson. I'm on Twitter at IronMikeWilson. I also created and co-host two podcasts. The Silver Screen podcast, which you can find at podcast_screen on Twitter, or just look up Silver Screen Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you get podcasts, really, or on YouTube. And again, I also have the Hit or Miss Star Trek podcast, which you can find at HOM Trek, that's at Hom Trek on Twitter, or again, just search for Hit or Miss Star Trek on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Hopefully catch some of you out there in the internet ether, and I hope you've enjoyed my guest slots on the show, and I've had a great time, so thanks again, guys.
And just a reminder that this year, We Pay For Your Floor is sponsored, and this week's episode was sponsored by Slough. Why did you even come here? Anyway, until the next episode, we will see you all again next time.
Sarah.
You were so good. You were so on it last time.
I'm sorry. I love how even Mike was like, Sarah. Sarah.
I've listened to every bloody episode. I know it better than you do.
I shall
Do you want to be the new Sarah? Can we talk about your vagina? So, Mike, your vagina.
Mike, your vagina. I'll be you.
Sure.
Why, yeah, man?
Oh, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. I'm going home.
Bye.
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 We pay for your Everyone together. We pay.
We pay for your floor.
That was poetic. That was.